Hi guys, I'm here to do an update on Riley. As you can see, he's currently hanging out with me on the couch. um, so since my last video, we have made the decision to not go ahead with the treatments for the anemia, as well as the IV fluids for the kidneys. We just really don't want to put Riley through all of these needles and vet visits, especially at a time where we can't go in with him. But I wanted to come on and give you an update on how he's doing. So shortly after I posted the video giving you guys that update, and I apologize that it was such a long video, but I just, for anyone new, wanted to give them like a history and all that. Anyways, first off, before I get into what happened after that video, so anyways, so after I posted that video, I had a wonderful viewer and her name is Jean. I hope I'm saying that right. And she posted a comment on my Facebook page, and she told me about this supplement for cats with kidney disease that she found on Amazon. Now, of course, I always want to do my own research into these things just because I want to know what I'm putting into my cat's body before I give it, and I want to make sure that it's not going to be anything that will harm him. So I went to check it out, and on Amazon, it had amazing reviews. And I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. Like, people were saying that their cat was on the same medication that mine is currently on for their kidney, which is called Sementra, and that their cat was just like not doing well, and they were throwing up a lot, and they didn't have much of an appetite, and they were losing weight, and they were sleeping all the time, and that ever since they started giving them this kidney supplement, that they noticed a great deal of improvement in their cat's energy, in their appetite, in their vomiting, everything. And a lot of people even said that their cat's kidney numbers, like their creatinine level and stuff like that, stabilized, and that their vet was shocked, and they were like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it, and all of this stuff. So I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. Now, of course, I am always, again, a little skeptical of these types of things. And I always worry that, like, what if the company paid these people to say these things? Like, I don't know, right? So I did some Googling, tried to look up other reviews on other sources, came across a page that sort of like does a, I don't know how you would call it. I guess it's sort of like a fact-checking kind of thing on websites and companies. And anyways, like, this company, they have an office in Vancouver, and anyways, they had an incredible Better Business Bureau rating. everything checked out. So I went to the company's website and again read more incredibly wonderful reviews. I mean, there was the odd review on Amazon as well as the company where it was like, I tried it, it didn't help my cat died within like a couple weeks, or we had to put them down. But it's like, it is kidney disease, so obviously not all cats will respond the same way, and it is a kidney disease that's progressive, and so it is eventually going to kill the cat eventually. There's no cure for it, but I would say like 99% of the reviews were like 5-star reviews saying that it gave their cat energy, and it gave them a better quality of life for however long that they had, and that some of them, you know, got another like year, 2 years, some 3 years with their cat. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. What do we have to lose? When I looked at the like they have a thing on their website where you can, because the dosage goes according to your cat's weight, and so they have a thing on the website where you can put in your cat's weight and it will tell you what the daily dose should be, and it will tell you how long a bottle will last you at that dose. And it was almost 5 months worth of medication for only $50. And I was like, that's incredible, because his kidney medication right now is costing us $90 a month. And then on top of that, his anti-nausea medication is $50 a month. So I'm like, if this could even at least, like, a lot of people are saying that it really helped with the nausea and vomiting. So I was like, if this could eventually help with that, and we could at least eliminate that $50 a month pill, and that like this is literally going to be like $50 every 5 months, like that's incredible. So I decided I wanted to get it. On top of that, I was looking through all of the other supplements that they had on their website. And also, like, prior to ordering, I also contacted the company, because the company actually has their own vet that they correspond with. And so I first off wanted to make sure that it was safe to give him this medication while he was still on his prescriptions, like for the Symmetra and the Serenia. And the vet came back and said, definitely, you would want to like keep him on the Serenia, not the Serenia, the Symmetra. And I mean, hopefully we can get off the Serenia, which is the anti-nausea. But she said it's totally safe to give him the supplement with these things. It's basically going to act as a boost to the kidney medication he's already on. So and she was very helpful and very informative. And she also suggested getting him on an omega-3 as well as like this other probiotic thing. But I didn't want to like get too much at once. I kind of wanted to ease into this and see how it works. But she said even if we didn't do those other things, like this on its own has pretty good results. So like I said, I started looking through the other supplements on the website, because I was looking at the other ones that she had suggested, like this probiotic thing. And then as I was looking at those, I discovered that they had another supplement that's called Old Friend. And it's a supplement for senior cats and dogs. And basically it is the same um, the same dosage as the kidney one. And, so basically what I read in the reviews on that is that people found that it helped their cat's joints, and it also helped with their cognitive function. And a lot of people said that their cats would get confused and would start that yowling kind of meow that Riley does a lot. And they said that after being on this like this supplement for a while, their cat was more alert and their cat didn't do that yowling as much anymore. They just seemed less confused. So that kind of drew me in, and I was like, I wonder if I can do both of those. And actually, as I read through the reviews, I saw several people that was giving their cat both the kidney supplement and the old friend supplement. And they said that they were having incredible results. And one person was saying they had started off with the kidney supplement and it did help their cat, but they found that when they added the old friend along with the kidney supplement, that they had even better results. So it's the same dosage, so it works out the same. Again, a bottle is going to last us almost 5 months. And it was about the same price. It was maybe like a couple of dollars cheaper, but when all was said and done with taxes and everything, it was, you might as well say it was $50 per bottle. But that's going to last, like I said, almost 5 months. So, this coming Sunday will be 2 weeks of him being on the kidney supplement, because I ordered it, when did I order it? I ordered it, I did like a same day delivery thing. I only had to pay $6 to do a same day delivery, and I decided to order it through Amazon purely because like it's a little cheaper to order it from the company directly from their website, but their shipping, being that they're in British Columbia, I'm in Ontario, it was going to take a few days to get to us. And then on top of that, you have shipping delays right now with Canada Post. So I wanted to get this medication and start it as soon as I possibly could. So I went through Amazon and I paid $6 extra to get same day delivery. I could have done free delivery, but it would have taken, I think, 3 days to get to us, but I wanted it like ASAP. So got it on the Sunday afternoon and did the dose, because you do it twice a day. You have to give it twice a day. So I started it that evening. And so this Sunday will be 2 weeks of the kidney supplement. I decided not to start the old friend supplement right away with it, just because it's introducing something new, and I just wanted to make sure that if he had a reaction at all, that we would know what he's reacting to. So I thought I'll start with the kidney supplement first. So I gave him that for a week, and then after a week of that, I added the old friends. So like I said, basically this Sunday will be 2 weeks of the kidney and 1 week of the old friend. And I will say that with the kidney medication, I noticed within like 3 or 4 doses of it, I noticed a change. He was not sleeping as much. I know he's sleeping right now, but he is not spending like hours and hours on end sleeping. Like, you know how how I told you in the other video, he sometimes would go into his sleeping bag at like 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. and stay there till like 2 in the morning. He doesn't do that anymore. He will maybe nap an hour to 2 hours at most, and then he will get up and he will eat, he will have water, he will walk around, he will be more alert. He'll sometimes come and sit with me on the couch, but he won't fall asleep. Like, he'll sit there awake for a couple of hours. So I definitely noticed the energy level right off the bat. The vomiting issue hasn't seemed to improve yet. He has still thrown up a couple of times because I was trying to hold off on giving him his pill just to see if this medication would sort of take over. But he vomited, so then I gave him his pill, and then we waited a few days again, and then he threw up again. So we have ordered another box of his anti-nausea because he only has one pill left. But I didn't do our usual 2 boxes. I thought I'll do 1 box. We'll see how it goes. Maybe eventually we can get off of those pills. Now, the vet from the company did tell me, because I questioned her about, on their website, they talk about how you can safely double the dose. And I said, does that mean that instead of giving him 4 drops in the morning and 4 drops at night, I can just give all 8 drops in one shot? Or does that mean like actually doubling the dose? And so she said it actually means doubling the dose. So in other words, it would be 8 drops in the morning and 8 drops at night. And she says, I wouldn't suggest you double it right away. She said, maybe give it 2-3 weeks. And if you aren't noticing any improvements, then you can try doubling the dose. So I said, okay. So that's basically what we've been doing. And on top of that, really good news. We still had 2 samples of wet food from the vet left over. Because I believe it was when he was first diagnosed with kidney disease that they gave us a couple of cans of kidney diet canned food, because she said that, you know, to prevent dehydration, she really would like to see him eating some wet food. But he has always been very picky with wet food from day one. You got an itch in your ear? Yeah. From day one, very picky eater. And I would put I would put wet food out for him sometimes, and he would sniff it and walk away. I'd leave it out, and he just wouldn't. He would always go to his dry food. So I thought, you know what? I don't want these 2 cans to go to waste. I am determined to try and get him to eat this wet food, because I thought it might be easier to give him his medication if I can actually put the drops in wet food. But anyways, so we opened a can, and I thought, what can I do to entice him to eat this? So I did some research. I don't know why I didn't do this research before, but I think I had read it before, but I don't think I did it right. And that was like putting some dry food in with the wet food. But what I used to do is just sprinkle a little bit of dry food on top of the wet food, but I guess it wasn't enough. So this time I put just a small amount of wet food and then covered it in dry food, as well as put a couple of cat treats on top. So the cat treats enticed him. He ate those. And as he was eating those, he got some of the dry food. And as he got some of the dry food, he got a taste of the wet food. And before I knew it, he ate half of the wet food that I had there. I left it out, And about an hour later, he came back and ate the rest. And I was like, yes. So all last week, I just gave him a very small amount each day because I didn't want any to go to waste. And he's not one to eat everything at once. So we just, basically the 2 cans lasted us a week because I would just put a little bit out each day. And it did get to the point where I put a little less dry food, and then eventually he was just eating the canned food straight. Now, when we introduced when the first can was done, and the first can was like chunks of meat in like a gravy, he really liked that. But when I opened the other can, it was like a mushy kind of pate sort of thing, and it was chicken and vegetable stew, and he sort of didn't really want to eat it at first. So again, I put food and treats on top, and it enticed him, and he eventually did eat it, but I could tell that he wasn't enjoying it as much as the other kind. So I placed an order for a pack of the first one that he really liked with our vet, and we're just waiting for it to come in. Hopefully it'll be in tomorrow because I haven't been able to give him any wet food this week because we're out of it. But just giving him that wet food, like, he was eating so much better because he ate all of that, and then he also had his dry food. And so yeah, his appetite was great last week. Now this week he's still about the same, but oddly enough, okay, with the increased energy since we started this, he has also not been sleeping in his sleeping bag. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with the medication or if it's just because it's super hot here now. But he's been sleeping on top of his sleeping bag or on his bed or on the couch with me, and stuff like that. But yesterday, which was Canada Day and was also his 15th birthday, he twice yesterday went and hid in his sleeping bag and slept in his sleeping bag. So I don't know if it was just not a good day for him. Like, they're going to have good days and bad days, but I was kind of concerned when I saw him going back into his sleeping bag and hiding. But again, though, he didn't sleep there for hours on end. He did end up coming out, and he got water and he ate and all of that. So it's good. And then today he went in his sleeping bag for a little bit too, but then now he's been just like hanging out on the couch. So I think he's doing a little bit better since starting this. So we'll just see, the longer he's on it, hopefully the better it'll be for him. I just don't know how it'll help the anemia because it doesn't mention anything about the anemia, but I just thought, maybe since, sorry guys, I have an itch on my hand. I just was hoping that maybe since the anemia was caused by the kidneys, like the kidney function going down, that if this medication can help the kidney function get better, that maybe inadvertently it'll help the anemia, but I don't know. I didn't see anyone in the reviews mentioning about their cat having the anemia, so we'll see. It's worth a shot, and it's less invasive than needles. It's just a liquid, and I am going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so this is the kidney support. Hopefully it'll focus. So it's Pet Wellbeing Kidney Support Gold. Oh God, come on, focus camera. Okay, so Kidney Support Gold, and it comes with a dropper, but I heard in advance that the dropper's hard to measure with, and I tried it and it is. It's super hard to measure with. Now, thankfully, I did have, we have this cup so that when we wash the syringes, we just dry them in here. So this is the syringe that we use for the Symentra. It comes with it. But this is the syringe I've been using to give him the drops. Now, I'm going to have to order more because eventually it's going to need it. Like, it's already like discoloring from the stuff. And actually, I didn't wash this very well because it's oily. It's an oil. It's an oily substance. Anyways, so this is all he gets twice a day. I marked it right here. So that's it. I just have to fill it to that line. It's not very much at all, but it's because, and I was like, that doesn't seem like very much. So I asked the vet from the company, and she's like, I know it seems like a small amount, but she's like, he is a small cat. He only weighs 7.8 pounds. So she's like, that's fine. Now, what I did start to notice though is that when I squirt it in his mouth, some of it gets trapped in here and doesn't come out. So I started filling it just above. I put it to there just so that he hopefully ends up getting the full dose, even if some gets trapped in the tip. But it's this is a 3 milliliter syringe, and this was actually, I believe it was at one point used for my cousin Brittany's cystic fibrosis medication. And like my uncle used to give me, it's weird, like my uncle used to give me like discarded syringes or whatever that they didn't need anymore, or like whatever, and I would put them in my doctor kit. And so that's where I fished this out. I was like, where am I going to get a syringe that has the proper measurements? And so I dug through my little doctor's kit because I still have it to use with kids I look after, and lo and behold, that was in there, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is what I need. But it's already like fading, like the print on it. But I found more of these on Amazon. I can get like a lot of them, so I'll probably order those. So that's the kidney support. And then this is the Old Friend. Again, it's from Pet Wellbeing, and it's Old Friend. So, yeah. But it's messy to give because I can't use the dropper. Like, I was hoping I could just use the dropper and then just like squirt it into his mouth, but it's super hard to get the correct measurement on it. So I have to take the dropper out. I have to lay it on a paper towel so it doesn't get all over the place. And so I'm like going through paper towel like crazy because of that. So what I've started doing is I start off with taking one paper towel and I rip it into pieces. So like this was from this morning, and I'm going to try to reuse it like on the other side tonight. And then this piece will be for tomorrow. So I'm just trying to like, keep our paper towels from being wasted, and because paper towels aren't cheap. But yeah, so I have to like basically I lay the dropper down on the paper towel, and then I suck up the thing in the syringe, and then I give it to him. He tries to run away when he sees me coming at him with the syringe. But it's literally like, you saw how much it is. It's such a little amount. It's not even as much. Like with his kidney medication, he gets this much. So that takes a while for him to drink down, and he's actually pretty good with this one. But this one, it's like, it's just such a small amount that I just go into his mouth, and he's kind of like, bleh. But, yeah. So that's what's happening with that. Right now he's hanging out over here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, he's still a bit wobbly. I've noticed he is still wobbly, and I do believe that his eyesight is still not so great because we noticed on the weekend, we actually had my mom come, we had my mom come over on Saturday, and we ordered pizza and watched some movies. Yes, buddy. He was walking down the hall here, and he sort of bumped into his, like, he was walking this way and he was looking straight ahead, and then he sort of bumped into his bed, and it startled him. Like, he actually jumped and was startled. So so you clearly didn't see that you were walking into your bed there. Like, you know, his vision, I think, is not so good. Hey, bud. Hey. But you're more alert, and you're more awake. Hey? But you don't like when we have to squirt that stuff into your mouth, eh? But hey, it's better than needles, okay? It's better than needles. Yeah. You wouldn't like the needles at all. Right? Right, buddy? Oh, like I said, yesterday was Canada Day, and it's also Riley's birthday. It's not, we don't know his actual specific birthday. We were just told on his paperwork when we adopted him that he was born in July. So I was just like, let's just make July 1st his birthday. So that's what we do. We always celebrate his birthday on Canada Day. Yeah. Did you just give me a silent meow? Riley. He likes rubbing on his brush. Don't you, buddy? Yeah. So yeah, he is officially 15 years old. Eh? You've made it this far. Yeah. So I made him a birthday crown. And we did a little video singing happy birthday to him and also giving him some treats for his birthday. So I'll add that. Yeah, you heard the T word, treats, right? Yeah. So I'll add that at the end of this video along with some pictures of him wearing his birthday crown. His birthday crown had Canada flags on it for Canada Day. Didn't it, buddy? He wasn't too thrilled about it, but so anyways, that's the update. I'll keep you guys posted, and I just want to thank Jean for recommending this supplement, and also hey bud. Sorry guys, my camera battery died. As I was saying, Katie from My Little World, she actually saw my Instagram post that said I was giving Riley this kidney supplement. Oh, you got silent meows? Riley, you got silent meows? What? Riley, what you doing? Riley. Silent meows? Good boy. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Katie saw, that I was giving him this supplement, and she told me that she has been giving that to her dog who has kidney disease, and that it's helped him tremendously. She's like, it works, trust me. So that gave me even more reassurance that someone I actually know and trust is using this product and has had luck with it. So hopefully we'll have luck. Right, buddy? And hopefully your canned food will come into the vet tomorrow. I also ordered him, from their website, I also ordered him a new kind of treat to try out. Oh, you heard that. Yeah, there's going to be a new treat for you tomorrow. It's like these things called lickables or something. I've seen them on the internet. They look like a freezy, but they have some sort of like wet food sort of treat in them. Yes, Mommy's saying the word. I know. Oh, you got the silent meows. Riley, Riley, Riley. Silent meows. Can we have more silent meows? Pretty boy. So it'll be interesting to see if he likes those. I don't know if he will. I only got one pack, but if he doesn't like them, he doesn't like them. I have friends with cats who might be able to give it to theirs. Right? Right? Right, buddy? What? What'd you say? I bet you're purring. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoy seeing the footage from Riley's birthday yesterday, right? Are you 15 years old now? Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, guys, for your support and your love and your prayers. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hope the elastic's tight enough. It's not tight enough. Oh my god. Oh, it's too loose. Okay, ready?
Oh, I've been filming this whole time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Riley. Happy birthday to you.
That's probably good. That's loose.
You 15-year-old boy. Hey, old man. You an old man? I think he's got the Canada Day and the birthday going on. He doesn't want to look up. Riley, look up. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, we have to do a picture.
Stop filming.
Yeah. Birthday treats, Riley. Birthday. Get your treats. It's like a pinata.